Hey Taurus, welcome to Queen Airbender Tarot. Today we are going to do your mid-November general love reading. Now keep in mind these are general readings, which means they cannot possibly apply to every single person that's watching. But if you would like a personal reading, all the information will be left in the description box below. In case you're new to the channel, welcome, come on in. And in case you're returning, thank you for joining me again today. And I hope that everyone is doing well. So, Taurus, when I was meditating over you guys' energy, the song that I heard was You Can't Stop the Rain by Loose Ends. I will leave the link to that song in the description box below so you can listen to it, follow the reading if you so choose to. Now, I heard a couple key phrases as I was meditating over their energy. The first one was, well, damn. I literally heard, well, damn. And then somebody just seemed like they were irritated, but not so much even surprised. And that's why I also heard that nothing about the situation even surprises you anymore. And I also heard that someone got sloppy. Some of you guys were looking for some type of clarity or some type of I don't want to say reassurance, but more so clarity. Somebody wanted some receipts before they made their next move. And I feel like this person just got sloppy and they gave you everything that you needed and some, okay? When I was doing a pre-shuffle, you had Earth like yourself. So another Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. And also Water, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. So, you guys did have strong Taurus. And even though this is a Taurus reading, some of you guys can be dealing with a fellow Taurus or someone who has strong Taurus in their chart as well. Because I wasn't picking it up as you. Okay? But here's the thing. I feel like, okay, so with the song, You Can't Stop the Rain, the name of the group is Loose Ends. That's the name of the group. So I'm going to say this again. Loose ends. That means somebody did not secure what it was that they were doing. And I did say that's the message that I heard. Also, this person got sloppy. And I feel like when you got the information again, like I said, I feel like you felt insulted. But at the same time, you're like, I'm not even devastated because I kind of felt like something was going on in the first place. And this was just the confirmation that I needed. That's really the message overall that I'm getting for this reading today. Okay, so let's see what we get for you guys today. We're going to change the card at the top and the bottom of the deck. We will do the same for your clarifying deck. And as always, there's absolutely no reversals in either one of these decks. So once I start shuffling, if I get reversals, I will read it as such, okay? At the bottom of the deck, absolutely. What did I say? Some of you got, oh my goodness. I said some of you guys literally, and I did say water. You got Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio right here. Then I say some of you guys is like, some information is being handed to you. And you guys know I'm an intuitive reader, so that's not traditionally what the Four of Cups means. But I'm telling you again, for some of y'all, it is involving a third party. You got 3 cups right here, okay? The third party could be a water sign. Your person could be a water sign. But you see how something is being offered? Some type of detail, some type of information is being handed to you. You see how he has a book right here, and books hold what? Data, information, something that you can read, some type of receipt, okay? And even though he's looking at it, does he look devastated? No. That's just like what I was just saying to y'all. Some of y'all are like, I figured, and the Four of Cups is typically something that is not very pleasing, something that you don't necessarily want, or because you see, he's not reaching out for the cup. In fact, he's just kind of studying it. So like I said, some of you guys were just waiting for this information, and now that it's in, you're like, okay, next chapter. Because again, he's holding a book here. So some of you guys like, this is all I needed right here so I could turn this page and move on to the next chapter in my life. That's what I'm getting for a lot of y'all. But again, I don't feel devastation. And for some of you all who are sitting there like, well, hell, I'd be devastated. Trust me, I feel like you will be more so insulted that somebody did something so stupid and got that sloppy that I feel like you'll move on quite quickly, okay? Because again, Cups talks about the emotions and feelings as well, okay? So we're going to shuffle the deck upright a couple of times until we get you guys Major Arcana, which is the Hierophant. We will get the card that comes before and the card that comes after, and then we will get clarifiers for both, okay? So let's part the deck. Some of you guys were stuck in your mind about this situation for a while because the Eight of Swords is the card of mental entrapment. Swords is communication and mental. Sword up, yes. Sword down, no. So I'm going to say this again. Some of you guys did not have all the information that you needed. She's blindfolded, so you didn't see everything for what it was. But you see how she's facing the direction, okay? She's facing the direction of the Four of Cups. Okay, also a third party or somebody who's going to come in and give you some information could be an air sign, a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. And I say that also because this person may have initially felt like their hands was tied and they couldn't say anything. But now, again, she's facing the direction of the Four of Cups. And this may be the person who's going to come in and give you this information. Doesn't have to be an air sign. Because, again, air is communication mental. It just seems like somebody who initially felt like their hands was tied and they couldn't really say anything. Okay? They're going to come in and give you some type of information. And then also this could be you. You didn't see everything for what it was. You didn't see this other person because, again, she's blindfolded. But now you're getting ready to see it. And I'm going to say this again. Initially where you felt like you may have been devastated. I don't feel like a lot of y'all will be very devastated by this. I feel like this is just like, okay, I got what I needed. Next chapter, okay? So let's go ahead and shuffle the deck upright a couple of times. And I also seen the Death card. Okay, for some of y'all, it will be a female, because you got very strong female air sign energy here. Again, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Ooh. We're hearing birds of a feather. Okay, birds of a feather flock together. You see how these birds are circling her? There's a lot of gossip. And I feel like there could be a lot of mutual friends involved in the situation. And that could be why someone felt like their hands was tied and they couldn't speak about it. Because too many people were mutual associates in the situation. But somebody definitely wanted to say something. Okay? Definitely wanted to say something. Yes. I just said somebody definitely wanted to say something. Look at that. Okay? And they're both going in the same direction. You have the Page of Wands. Pages are always messengers. So somebody definitely wanted to say something, but again, I'm going to say, I feel like there was too many mutual people involved and they didn't want to be the messy one or they didn't want to cause any drama. But somebody's going to say something because, again, pages are always messengers. If you have some type of feeling that this resonates with you and this doesn't happen in Scorpio season, keep in mind the next season is Sag season. And you just had the Page of Wands. So it's Leo, Sag, and Aries. So it could be a Sag who, during Sag season, that something can come to the light. Yeah. Okay. You got the Justice card. The scales are getting ready to be balanced. That's major arcana, so that's a definite energy. And you did have quite a few energies of air, so this does resonate with the energy of Libra. Again, she's blindfolded, so there could be a Libra. There could be a Libra involved in the situation, or there could have been something that happened in Libra season that we just got out of, that you're unaware of. Something's going to come to the light, because you see how this glow is coming from behind her? Something is coming to the light that's going to balance the scales. For some of you all, you could be married to this person, engaged to this person, or you may have recently talked about marriage with this individual, okay? So again, we're going to get your card. Bottom of the deck, absolutely. That's what I said. There's too many people involved, and I feel like it's too many mutual people, and they knew that this would cause conflict if they spoke up. I'm telling you, I feel like this is a circle of people who all hang together, or, you know, there's some strong connection to a group of people who know something, and somebody, you know, they may have said, well, I should say something. They're saying, don't say that because it's going to implement me. It's going to implement them. It's going to implement them. It's just a messy circle. And I feel like for a while, a lot of you may have felt like this was going on anyway. It's two people specifically. You see how they're like X and their swords, their wands are actually clashing. Could also be involving a fire sign, Leo, Sag, Aries. You did have the Page of Wands. Somebody wants to say something, and then I feel like there was opposition for sure, because too many people felt like, don't implement me in shit, okay? So let's go through the deck, and yeah, somebody wants to say something. Page of Swords. Page of Swords, I spy, someone keeping tabs, someone doing some research, lurking. Yeah, for sure. It's some messiness going on in this situation, okay? So again, we're going to look for the Hierophant, okay? And we didn't get far. So I'm telling you, this is a situation that's going to come to light fairly soon, okay? So right before that, you have a lot of page energy, okay? Page of Cups, a messenger. Somebody's going to come in, and it could be in Scorpio season, which we are currently in, okay? You got your card, and then you have the Nine of Swords, okay? Ooh, I'm going to show you what I'm saying. Ace of Wands, okay? And I feel like somebody may snap off when some information is brought out, because all I'm seeing is those flames. Some type of anger. Like when somebody gives some information, there could be some hostility out of this situation, okay? Because keep in mind, and I feel like it's going to be a fire sign who's upset, because keep in mind, you got the Five of Wands here. So there's going to be a Leo, Sag, or Aries possibly who is not going to be too happy about it. And I want you to see this again, okay? So you literally have this woman, Nine of Swords, sleepless nights, anxiety, fear, worry. And then you have this woman blindfolded yet again. You have 3 blindfolded women in your reading. So it's definitely involving someone who is strong female energy, right? And this red right here always makes me think of fiery energy. So there's a woman involved here in this situation that I feel like is holding some type of information over your head but isn't speaking on it, or feels as though they can't speak over it. because she's floating over this person's head. And then, like I said, you got a lot of communication. Swords is communication, and then the page is communication. Okay? Some type of communication is getting ready to come in. Somebody has been told to be quiet. Somebody, because even though she's blindfolded and there's not something over her mouth, I feel like somebody has been silenced and told not to speak on something. Because again, all the swords are down. Sword up, yes. Sword down, no. The swords are down. So someone's being told not to speak on a situation. But I feel like a lot of you all already know or already have a feeling, because you see how this illumination, these lights are coming from behind him. Intuitively, you know, that's intuition, that's spirit energy. Intuitively, a lot of you all already know, but you just needed this confirmation and clarity. I feel like you're going to get it. Okay? Bottom of the deck, you're going to get it. Look at that. Page of Cups twice. Okay? Someone is trying to think. This always, the fish, the fact that he's talking to a fish gives me a vibe that, you know, it's like this little voice in your head that's saying, like, should I say something? Shouldn't I say something? And I feel like they're going to say something. Either this person is a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Sun, rising of Venus, or this is going to happen in Scorpio season. I feel like for a lot of you all, it's going to happen in Scorpio season. I also feel like this person feels guilty for not speaking up also. I feel like this is something that may have been going on for a while. Could have started off in September, because you do have the Nine of Swords, okay? So let's part the deck. There's going to be a water sign who's going to say something. They're going to spill. You see how that water's flowing out? They're going to spill all the tea. This person's first, middle, or last initial could be W, M, T, J, C, U, or G. I'm also getting H. Okay? You're going to have a water sign who's going to spill the tea. Literally, his cup is overflowing. Okay? And it has to do with love, for sure. Wow. But I feel like a lot of you all, I'm telling you, I don't feel like you're going to be surprised at all just seeing the Tower. You guys may not have wanted to see it for what it was, but... And also, again, with that Two of Swords in reverse, I feel like it's an air sign who didn't want to be the one to say it. But look at that. They didn't want... Yeah, there's an air sign who didn't want to have to tell you. Yeah, because look at that. But they feel guilt over it. You see, that's sleepless nights, anxiety, worry, and she's holding herself. And then right here, another blindfolded person, okay? And then remember, we started off with the Four of Cups. Right next to this Two of Swords. So there's an air sign who has some information about this situation. They didn't want to say anything. Or the love interest could be an air sign. They didn't want to say something. But I feel like I'm hearing tortured. Ooh, it's so crazy because right now I just heard, if you ever seen Little Mermaid, is a song that Ursula was singing. And she called, the name of the song was Poor Unfortunate Souls. And it was weird because she wanted Ariel's voice. Okay, swords. She wanted Ariel's voice in exchange for the love of this person's life. So somebody could have a crush on your person, or they were sleeping with your person, and this could be someone that it feels messy. It feels messy. And I know it is, and I'm not over exaggerating that, because you had the Five of Swords. There's conflict, and they were fighting. So some of your peers may know that your person was sleeping with someone that you all knew. And it was someone who was close to you, right over your head, right around you. I'm telling you what I'm saying. Let's get a clarifier. Okay. It's going to come to the light. This happened immediately. You got Leo energy right here. Could have happened in Leo season, or it could be involving a Leo. Because you have the Page of Cups being clarified by the Sun card. The Sun card is the most positive card in the whole entire deck of tarot. But I always tell you guys, whenever the sun comes up, a brand new day starts. And the sun also illuminates a light on a situation. Okay? So something is coming to the light for sure. This is Major Arcana. Again, definite energy. Something's coming to the light for sure. Bottom of the deck, Page of, another page. Page of Pentacles in reverse. Again, somebody didn't want to tell you something. It's coming to the light. Okay? And it may make a lot of people feel raw and vulnerable, because you have a nude baby here. And nudity talks about vulnerability. It's going to leave somebody exposed. Because, again, nudity talks about vulnerability and exposure. Okay? So, somebody's getting ready to be exposed. Let's get a clarifier for the Nine of Swords. Woo, that flipped out quick. Some of you guys could be married to this person. Okay? Or the person involved could be married. There's some type of triangle here. Yeah, because you have the Nine of Swords being clarified by the Four of Wands. That's a marriage card, long-term commitment. Some of you all may have felt like this was your twin flame if you resonate with the energy, because that's the energy of 11. Also, I'm going to say this again, there's a lot of people involved, because you have a couple here, And then there's people. Do you see that? That's what I'm telling you. With that 5 of Wands that I had there, then you have an extra person here floating around in the scene. I'm telling you, somebody's either married, because the Hierophant is a traditional spouse or companion, you know. And this is a marriage card. There's also a card of celebrating with friends and family. But I'm telling you, in the background, because this is behind them, somebody knows about something that's going on, but they don't want to shine a light on it because they don't want to interfere, because they know it's going to cause chaos and calamity. But you guys are going to find out, because that sun is going to shine a light for all to see, okay? I feel like some of you all won't even be surprised, to be honest with you. Again, if there's a marriage, somebody could be contemplating whether or not to end the marriage or call off an engagement. I'm hearing that also, because this also is giving me the vibe of like an engagement party also, because you don't see anyone like in a wedding gown or anything like that. This could be a vibe of an engagement party, and it could be shortly after an engagement party that somebody could be finding out that, because this also gives me a vibe of like a mistress or something, you know what I mean? Lady in red, you know, the lady in red is always seen as like a siren or a vixen. So somebody, I feel like there's friends involved. Could also be family, okay? Whatever the case, it's some people who know about this, but they just don't want to speak on it because they don't want to be the person to have to spill the tea. But somebody going to, because you had the Ace of Cups and the water was just spilling over. Somebody's going to say something. Again, I feel like you guys aren't going to be very devastated, okay? This is not negative cards, and they all came up right, and you know there are reversals now here in this deck. I don't feel like you guys are going to be devastated. I feel like it's going to be like, damn, I would hope that this wasn't the case. But I feel like this is actually going to help you move on out of this phase of being in your head a lot. I feel like you in your head thinking about this situation because you feel something. You feel something is off. And then also I feel like there's a person who wants to say something so bad, they just don't want to get in the mix. But somebody's going to expose something for sure. Again, it could be a water sign, or it's going to happen before Scorpio season ends for some of you all. Okay, so Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus individuals, as always, I'm going to ask that you continue to like, share, and subscribe. And until next time, take care. Bye.